What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to be doing a reaction video to Eminem's song called Godzilla, which features Juice WRLD, and it was released as a single on January 28, 2020. It's also on Eminem's 11th studio album called Music to Be Murdered By, also released in 2020. Let's get it.
You're a monster.
I can swallow a bottle of alcohol in her. Feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like the Cardilla.
So right off the bat, first line, he says that I can swallow a bottle of alcohol and I'll feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like the Cardilla. And so, you know, everyone knows Godzilla is this monster, and you know, he destroys pretty much everything in his path. And when M says better hit the deck like the card dealer, he's kind of like, it's a major play of words here, because he's saying hit the deck as in like people need to get on the ground for protection from him as Godzilla. And but it's also a play on words, because he's saying that you better hit the deck like the card dealer. And so hit the deck is a popular card game, and it's also a common phrase in blackjack when one needs to be dealt more cards. So you ask the card dealer to give you more cards, you say hit the deck. And yeah, basically he's saying he's gonna go crazy on everyone around him once he drinks alcohol, which he's gonna do right now.
My whole squad's in here walking around the party, a cross between a zombie apocalypse and Bobby the brain healing, which is probably the same reason I wrestle with mania shades in this bitch. I'm posse up. Consider it to cost me a costly mistake if they sleeping on me. The hoes better get in.
This one's, I'm gonna unpack this for you guys, because he's like, consider it to cost me a costly mistake if they sleeping on me. The hoes better get insomnia, ADHD, hydroxycut. So first off, he's saying that it's a big mistake to cross him, and if people are sleeping on him, then they better get insomnia, which means that you can't sleep, and they better get ADHD, which means that you're hyperactive and you can't lay still to fall asleep, and they better get hydroxycut, which is like a energy product that gives you energy again, so you can't sleep. And so dope.
Insomnia, ADHD, hydroxycut, has the capacity. In AA with an AK melee, finna set it like a play date, better vacate, retreat like a vacate mayday. This beat is cray cray, Ray J, H-A-H-A-H-A.
There's a lot here. I mean, it'll probably take a long time for me to unpack all this stuff for you guys, but just the wordplay is very, very high level of skill. He says this beat is cray cray, Ray J, H-A-H-A-H-A, laughing all the way to the bank, I spray flames. Fire.
Laughing all the way to the bank, I spray flames, they cannot tame or placate the monster. You get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the...
So I also like the transition there, because he's like, they cannot tame or placate the, and it cuts, and Juice WRLD says monster and starts the chorus.
Monster, you get in my way. This beat is cray cray, Ray J, H-A-H-A-H-A, laughing all the way to the bank, I spray flames, they cannot tame or placate the monster. You get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the day, but at night turn to a monster. When the moon shines like ice road truckers, I look like a villain.
So he's saying that if you get in my, so even the chorus, he says, if you get in my way, I'm gonna feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the day, but at night I turn to a monster. And so he's saying that when he drinks alcohol, he turns into a monster, and he's gonna go all out on these people.
Those blockbusters, Godzilla, fire, spit a monster, blood on the dance floor, Louis V carpet, fire, Godzilla, fire, monster, blood on the dance floor, Louis V. I'm just a product of the cricket onyx. Told him Nick the balls had him just appalled. Did so many things that pissed him off. It's impossible to list them all.
So he says that he's a product of Slick Rick and Onyx, and he said that he appalled them, and he did so many things to upset them that it's impossible to list them all, because a lot of people at the beginning of M's career just tried to scapegoat him for many things, and there's a lot of things that people were upset by that they perceived that Eminem was doing, and he's cool with that.
And in the midst of all this, I'm in a mental hospital with a crystal ball, trying to see what I still be like this tomorrow. Whisper, dog voices whisper. My fist is ball back up against the wall, pencil drawn. This is just a song to go ballistic on. You just pull the pistol on the guy with a missile launcher. I'm just a...
So he says that you just pull the pistol on a guy with a missile launcher, and so he's making a comparison that like y'all can't even pretty much test me because like the kind of weaponry you're coming up with is the equivalent to a pistol, and compared to me, it's as if I've got a missile launcher. And so there's no comparison between the level of skill of the people who's trying to come up against M and M's skill.
The Loch Ness, the mythological, quick to tell a bitch you off like a fifth of vodka. When you twist the top of the bottle, I'm a monster. You get in my way, I'm...
And they do that again, that transition where M ends his lines with I'm and then Juice WRLD starts the chorus with monster. And so I think that's dope when they do that.
You get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the day, but at night turn to a monster. When the moon shines like ice road truckers, I look like a villain out of those blockbusters. Till the fire spit a monster. Blood on the dance floor, the Louis V carpet. Fire, till the fire monster.
Literally fire is coming out of it.
If you never gave a damn, raise your hand, cause I'm about to set trip. Vacation plans, on point like my index is. So all you will ever get is a motherfucking finger. Prostate exam. How can I have all these fans that perspire like a liar's pants? I'm on fire and I got no plans to retire.
He said that like a liar's pants, I'm on fire. Dope.
And I'm still the man you admire. These chicks are spazzing out. I only get more handsome and flyer. I got them passing out like what you do when you hand someone flyers. And what goes around comes around just like the blades on the chainsaw. Cause I caught the flag, but my dollar's stacked right off the bat like a baseball. Like kidding, bitch, I got them racks with so much ease that they call me Diddy. Cause I make bands and I call getting cheese a cakewalk. Yeah.
Alright, so this is a reference to Diddy's show called Making the Band. And there's a lot of heavy wordplay here because he's like, call me Diddy because I make bands. And I call getting cheese a cakewalk. And so he's like, call me Diddy because I make bands. Bands refers to bands of money, but also making the band, like an actual musical band that Diddy was referring to in his show, Making the Band. And he also says, and I call getting cheese a cakewalk. And so making people go to New York and buying him a cheesecake, which is what Diddy did in the movie or in a show called Making the Band, he's saying that I get cheese, so I get money easily, like how it was easy for Diddy to ask these cats to go get him some cheesecake. Let's go.
Bitch, I'm a player. I'm too motherfucking stingy for share. Won't even lend you an ear, ain't even pretending to care. But I tell a bitch I'm area of Shabaria, face of my genital area. The original Richard Ramirez, Chris Rivera, cause my lyrics never sit well, so they wanna give me the chair. Like a...
So here he's saying that he's a player and he's so stingy he doesn't give any attention to women, and he won't even give them like the attention of listening to what they're saying, nor will he even pretend to care about what they're saying. And so yeah, he's kind of like saying that he won't let women, kind of like he just doesn't care about them.
Paraplegic and it's scary, call it Harry Carry. Cause every time I'm digging Harry Carry, I marry a motherfucking dictionary on. I'm swearing up and down, they can spit this shit's hilarious. It's time to put these bitches in the obituary.
Harry Carey was a baseball radio announcer from 1945 to 1997. And that's why he's like, it's scary, call it Harry Carey.
We wouldn't see eye to eye with a staring problem. Get the shaft like a staring column. Trigger happy, pack heat, but it's black ink. Evil half of the bad meats. Evil that means take a backseat, take it back to fat beats with a maxi single. Look at my rap sheet. What attracts these people is my gangster bitch like Apache with a catchy jiggle. I stack chips. You better got a half-eaten Cheeto.
Alright, that was cool because he was like, I stack chips. You barely got a half-eaten Cheeto. That's cool. Then he gets knocked out here.
Oh, what the fuck? Mike? Em, is that you? Oh, I ain't mean this. Please, man, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Fuck.
And you know, he gets knocked out. Mike's like, yo, my bad. Like, sorry for that and this and that.
Filling with the venom in the limb.
This is interesting. So he wakes up and he's in a hospital room, and Dr. Dre and Eminem are there as doctors over him, and his flow goes crazy. And so his flow goes like hyper fast after he wakes up from getting knocked out.
Filling with the venom and eliminate him. Other words, I'm intimate him. I don't want to hurt him, but I did him in a fit of rage. I'm murdering again. Nobody will have been. I'm feeling kill him and dump the fuck.
He's going, there's a lot here, but he's like, fill him with the venom and eliminate him. Other words, I Minute Maid him. And so Minute Maid makes like orange juice and stuff like that. But to make orange juice, they obviously have to squeeze the oranges. And so M is like, I Minute Maid him, as in I crushed these other rappers. And when he says I eliminate him, it's kind of like a word play as well, because he's almost saying I lemonade him. Other words, I Minute Maid him. Cold, very high skill, very nuanced, hype. Let's go.
Talking about he's in like obliterating everything is iterated. Renegade. I mean, I make anybody who want it with the pin and frame it. Don't nobody want it, but they're gonna get it anyway. I'm beginning to feel like I'm mentally ill. I'm a killer, be killed. I'm a killer, be the vanilla gorilla. You're bringing a killer within me out of me. You don't wanna be the enemy of the demon who in me. Or be in the receiving enemy. What stupidity it'd be. Every bit of me's the epitome of a spitter when I'm in the vicinity. Motherfucker, you better duck or you finna be dead the minute you run into me. 100% of you is a fifth of a percent of me. I'm about to fucking finish you, bitch. I'm a fan.
That's cool, because he's like, yo, 100% of you is a fifth of a percent of me. That's deep.
You wanna battle? I'm available. I'm blowing up like an inflatable. I'm undebatable. I'm unavoidable. I'm unevadable. I'm on the toilet while I got a trailer full of money and I'm.
This part, so I like this part after M wakes up in the hospital and he's going crazy. He's going super fast with his flow, but he's like, I'm unfadable. You want to battle? I'm available. I'm blowing up like an inflatable. I'm undebatable. I'm unavoidable. I'm unevadable. I'm on the toilet bowl. I got a trailer full of money, and I'm paid in full. I'm not afraid to pull and just sick word flow, sick flow, dope.
Hateful, I'm not afraid to pull them. Man, stop. Look what I'm planning.
I hope everybody having a good day. Hope everybody accomplished something significant. Even if you didn't accomplish anything significant, don't be discouraged. Just aim to accomplish something significant tomorrow and the next day, and so on. If anybody's going through anything, I hope and I pray that you get through it, and just know that you do have the strength to get through whatever the fuck you're going through, no matter what it is.
Before I go into the next section of this video, I want to bring attention to this part.
I hope
where,
everybody having a good
so when he wakes up here in the hospital,
eliminate him. Other words, I'm intimate. No matter when I hurt him, but I did him in a fit of rage. I'm murdering.
So when he's here and he's a doctor looking down on himself as a patient, well, I think what they're trying to show here is that Eminem the doctor is the Eminem that's like normal and sane and rational and like not under the influence, whereas the Eminem that is lying down on the stretcher is like the crazy version of Eminem, the monster version of himself. And here he basically kills the Eminem on the stretcher, and I think that's like symbolic for you know, showing how the monster comes out when he drinks alcohol and he goes crazy, and the only way to like stop that is if the real like rational side of M comes through and actually kills the irrational and the monster side of Eminem. And so I thought that was pretty cool and very subtle nuance there. Yeah, overall I thought that this was a dope track. I like it with the quick flow. It's cool to have Mike Tyson, that they put Mike in there, and yeah, I thought it was a sick track. I'm gonna keep getting it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.